What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Demon Slayer, Season 3, Episode 10. I think I've been told that we're only going to be 12 episodes. So I'm assuming she's going to take care of him probably by Episode 11. And then we'll get some kind of cliffhanger ending of season setup. I think so. You guys will correct me, but I'm pretty sure we end at 12. I thought we were doing like a full 24 slate. Like the first half would be them wrapping it up and then the repercussions of that after and then setting up for something else. But I think we've only got 3 episodes left. I'm curious, if you're anime only, and I guess if you're manga, you can respond to this as well, but probably get more genuine answers from anime only because we don't know what happens next. These 10 episodes, because I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've seen episode 10 already. So these first 10 episodes, how do you feel about the season so far? What's your thought process? Let's not talk about art and animation because we already know that that's always... But how do you feel about, I guess, where the story's going? Strength of the 2 upper moons that we've seen. Strength of the 2 Hashiras that we've seen. The introduction of the marks on Muchiro. Just the season in general. I'm curious the vibes here. What's the temperature gauge for anime onlys on how you feel about this season so far? I'm gonna save mine till the end. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of got like a wonky feeling to me a little bit. But we'll see. Let's just go ahead and get into it. These last 3 episodes of the season could end pretty strong, so that could sway maybe. But at the 10 episode mark, I'm curious if you're anime only, how do you feel? And then to follow up that with manga readers, if you have information past this, when you're reading this point of the story, how did you feel about this arc in the direction of the story? I'd be curious of that. I will say we'll probably get some wild... We'll get some wild animations with her sword. I bet you're gonna get... Kind of like when Tengen and his like crazy nunchuck shit. I bet you we're gonna get some crazy shit. I'm curious if we get a serious moment out of her, though. Like, do we ever see her locked in? Or is it always this, like... Giggle shit. How is he run? He should not be able to move, by the way. His foot was so fucked up. I'm not talking about, oh, his foot got stepped on. I'm talking crushed like ground beef. Like up to the ankle and all. There should be no way Tanjiro should be able to move. Yeah, it's got its own kind of like freeform thing. That, I had a huge discussion with people on that. Just from a logical, and it's anime, I get it, so logic is out of the window. But there should be just no way that he's able to move on 2 feet. Ooh. I was gonna say, is it used for much like powerful slashes? Hmm. Oh shit! I love the drum edition though. Tell me Tanjiro's not going to be the one to finish this. I was really hoping he would get sidelined here, and it would be up to her. How is this motherfucker moving? Oof! You know the training she must have had to... I was just about to ask, does it pierce at all? Like, if I need to stab, can I stab? Oh god, eardrum's about to get busted. I mean, she's committed. She's in there. She's in. Oh, the sound. We still haven't gotten an explanation on what the hell Genya is. I mean, bro, she ate that to the dome, literally. Oh. Yeah, what the hell was that? It's interesting to see the difference in power, like physical power, between her and Shinobu. I don't know how he's moving. It's not like he's like dragging his foot along, like trying to help and do what he can. My man's in full stride. Full stop and go. That's just, I'm never going to be able to get past that. Oh. That's some kind words there from you, sir. Oh, that's her father. Oh, no, that's her future prospect. Future prospect, okay. I thought that was her father talking about passed down to my kids, but no, he was talking about if they got married, passed down to their kids. Is that her? Before the hair went crazy? How did the hair get that color? Now let's see her backstory. Is it going to be dramatic with her parents killed and everything, or what's going on here? I think Rengoku's the only decent backstory we've got, and that, I don't know if we call that decent. She was strong as shit. Okay. How did she get roped into this Demon Slayer thing? What? How did the hair change? I don't like arm wrestling. Well, I know they have like professional arm wrestling and stuff, and I actually never see it go wrong in that. But every time I see like a just video of friends arm wrestling or what have you, and I've seen it in person, so many people just snap their shit. I can't do it. And shit, I used to do it when I was little. Just find a table and lock up. Oh, no. No. I'm good. I don't need to prove anything. I'm good. She's pretty grown here. And still not in Demon Slayer training. So how did we get there? Nothing wrong with that. If you want. So how does this get dramatic here? Okay. So after that, she tried to do everything she could to be just a regular, petite, normal girl. But then you're not even yourself. How long can you keep that up? She looks weird with the black hair because I'm used to her with the other hair. Exactly. Like, are you just gonna hide yourself for your entire life for this dude? Maybe if they had a kid quickly, the kid could distract her, and she would maybe her real self might become her fake self, and she might start conforming. But there's a give and take in a relationship for sure. But I mean, you don't have to change your identity of who you are. How the hell did you guys even just get there? Don't get me started on his foot. I will say though, I think he's got the dopest upper moon design we've seen. Just everything that goes with it, the different abilities. I want to see how she got into being a Hashira. Is that the episode? Like, are we there? Oh, no. Okay. We've got like 10 minutes left. I really want to see how she got... Because everybody we've seen, like, their family members were it, so they got roped into it. Or they had a dramatic family killed. Where did they find her? How did she find them? Don't leave this information out. We're not going to get that information, are we? About how this meeting came to be is what I want to know. Because does her family have a lineage, or did her family get killed, or what? Those have been the only two iterations we've seen so far. I wanted to see how they came to be, the two groups. And I was hoping we get an explanation on what happened to the hair, like how the hair, like, it's not like, oh, she's got a little bit of red in it, like Tanjiro or something. Like, that color is wild. Do they like each other? Or she thinks, girl, take it or not. Those are her little thigh-high socks. Someone's got a little crush. She about to go Super Saiyan and just blow this dude off the map. Sadly, though, he hasn't really shown us anything but the same couple tricks, so unless he goes further beyond, he might get dotted up just like the other one did. Because, like, she's getting past this every time. So are you coming with something new or what? Like, this is not a struggle. If he doesn't come with some serious shit, like, they're gonna die. I was really hoping she would do all this by herself. Like, I wanted to see her get her, like, complete shine without their help, but... I don't know how he's moving. Music's going, though. She, like, glowing? Oh, it looked like she was, like, glowing, like, blue or pink right there. Get your smell on there, buddy. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I want him to be, like, the final bad of his own upper moon, but I wonder if they do just like walk up there and just and that's it. What the fuck is going on with this shit? She's got a Mark II? Is this going to be what we... Is this what the story's going to now? Like, every swordsman that we run into that has some, like, skill is going to end up having one of these marks? Where's hers come from? What the hell? Huh. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about, like, everybody getting a mark these days, but... Oh. I mean, bro, we're holding on, man. We're doing all we can. I'm expecting Nezuko to do the same. He's not eating it. I think his stomach will be alright. If he consumes demons, it gives him the ability to be a demon for a little bit. But how did you get to that? How did that become a thing? We gotta go back and read that again. Oh, don't worry, Iza. He's got another foot. He'll burn right through it, yep. It should pretty much burn that thing completely. The things we've seen that fire burn through. Yep, and there it goes. Double wrapped up with the double flames. And we're convinced that this works, by the way. We still don't even know if this is how we kill this. Where is it? Is it run again? Yeah. I would if I'm that main demon with the drums, that shit's going right in my pocket, by the way. Oh Lord. For some reason I want him to succeed. I want that little one to succeed so badly. Like, I want him to, like, when they go to kill him, he turns into, like, Ultra Instinct Goku and just fucking goes crazy. I know he won't, but... Oh, we're getting a little flashback of him? Because we didn't get one of the other one. But Tanjiro didn't face that other one. He didn't give him that power of friendship talk, so of course we didn't see the background of it. Tanjiro, are we sure we want to, like, push his buttons? Because we don't know what he's got pent up. Like, he could go crazy. I want him to actually go crazy. I want him to be the final bad of this arc. Oh, shit. Let me just rip this tree from the ground. Now, how are you gonna miss them at the same time, by the way? Is that it? Alright, I want to go back to that line of Genya. Right here. Oh, go back. Right in here. By devouring demons, it's only temporary, but I can gain demonic traits. How the hell did you figure that out? And how is that a thing? So now we've got the why. I need to understand the how. Can I do that? It could be pretty helpful. If I consume a strong demon, it boosts my regenerative abilities and increases my muscular strength. Interesting. So we finally got a little bit of that reveal that we've been waiting for. But can we talk about the mark, though? Like, what the hell? But hers actually seemed to have some... I'm trying to see, did we get a better shot of her, like, standing up with it? Hers had to... She has, like, a blue aura around her. Okay, I thought I was crazy. I thought maybe it was, like, the blows, or, like... She's got, like, an after image trail on her. I don't know if you guys can see that in the corner, which I'm sure you've seen. And when she's up here in the air, too, she's, like, glowing. There's, like, a trail following her. It's like she's got a Super Mario star on her. Yeah, I mean, that mark is definitely there, man. Yeah, she's got that mark. That's probably the best shot we get of it right there, is her standing. Kind of crazy. Like, she's glowing. Like, rainbow glowing. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Let's just get this out the way. Okay, I don't know if it worried anybody else. And if you didn't want it to be that serious, don't animate it that serious. Because I had people tell me that when they read the manga, it didn't... When his foot got, like, clamped or squished or whatever, it didn't come off like the way they showed it. They showed it animated like his foot literally went through a damn meat grinder. I'm talking like from the ankle down to the heel. Just snapped, cracked, popped, mushed, ligaments gone, tendons gone, muscles done, bones done. Like he should be dragging around a club foot. The way that they animated it. Like they animated it that way. If you had no intentions for it to be that serious, and he was going to be sprinting on it for the entire episode, following, then maybe don't go with that artistic choice to show his foot. And a bunch of other reactors I saw reacting to it, the reaction that was given off when that foot got crushed was, holy shit, his foot. It wasn't just like, oh man, his foot got stepped on, something like, his shit got destroyed. So... it's hard, and it's hard to it's an anime, you're watching a show, things like that. You suspend a little bit of disbelief, or suspend a little bit of belief. But I can't get that shit out of my head. So that's number one. Number two, this thing going on here. No, that's the last thing. This thing, Genya. So he says he has the ability that when he when he eats demons, eats them, consumes them, it turns him into a demon for a period of time. Essentially, now I don't know if it means like if a demon is this strong and he consumes a demon that's this strong, he is now a demon that strong. Or if he consumes any demon, it gives him like a level here. And I was like, if he consumes an upper moon and an upper moon's here, he's now here. I don't really know, because like, or essentially, are we calling him an upper moon demon right now, or like a pseudo upper moon? No, I don't really know. I think the only thing it's giving him is increased speed, strength, and the ability to regen. But then, are we saying like if he consumes, let's say, an upper demon, are his regenerative properties and his speed and strength is now equal to that of an upper, like equal to whatever demon he consumes? For him to keep up with these fights, I want to say yes, but I don't even know if they should be keeping up with these fights, because I think they've dropped the ball this season on just kind of like the power of these things. Because I personally think, what was his name, Gyutaro from last season with the scythes? Now it's hard to say because it's easy to say that Tengen's weaker than both of these Hashiras. So if you want to make that argument of like, well, I don't think you could say Gyutaro is stronger than them because Tengen's weaker than these two, and if you swapped places, the two of them would handle Gyutaro like that, and Tengen would get bodied over here. So I get that argument, but the way it's been shown, it's like, I think Gyutaro, even though ranked 6, I think the only reason he was pulled down because of being ranked 6 was because of his sister. And that's what Muzan was essentially saying. Like, the only reason he lost, or the things that like was his weakness, was his sister. If you removed his sister completely, now of course if you remove his sister, that changes his whole personality, yada yada, the things he fights for, protects. Let's just take that. We remove his sister, and he doesn't have that weighing him down. Is he stronger than these two, or what? I don't know. I just feel like the way he was shown, and then just kind of the way he handled business, he didn't seem to bullshit that much, you know? 5 was, I don't know what is up with his deal. I'm more afraid of the lower moon spider boy from season 1 or whenever that was than I am of number 5. Number 4, I feel like the potential is there. The idea of the character is really dope. But I also feel like that's underwhelming. So I don't know, it's hard to tell of like, we know we're not just going to have every single Hashira get killed. It's just not going to happen. That's the nature of the story. The bad guys are not going to win. This is still classic, basic shonen anime at the end of the day. You're going to get one killed here or there. You know, you're going to have your emotional moment of like Rengoku getting killed. It has to happen to show how serious, you know, the story can be. But at the end of this, it's not going to be like Tanjiro, the last Hashira standing. Well, he's not even a Hashira, but you kind of get what we're going for here. They're not going to all get obliterated and wiped out. There's going to be a handful of them, if not half of them, still standing. So they're going to be proved to be stronger than some of their upper moon counterparts. But I don't even feel like it's a competition. The Mitsuri one, once he unlocked his... And again, we don't know... Okay, so let's get to this. We don't know what this is. Now, we're saying, even though hers has like definitive shape to it. It's not just like a birthmark that has just an amoebic form. Like hers looks like it looks like hearts and diamonds. That is a mark, correct? The same thing Tanjiro has, the same thing Mitsuri had. That's the same thing, correct? Regardless that hers has shape. And if it is, what the hell is going on? So, I guess you could give me the explanation of Tanjiro's, because it seems like he descends from maybe the strongest swordsman ever, the strongest demon slayer ever. And you can give me Muchiro's because he's a descendant of the first ever Demon Slayer ever. So who knows kind of like what's in that lineage that's given them those. What the hell is this? What is she getting that from? Now we're going to get the same thing that she's also a descendant of? And there's some kind of connection there? Or is this kind of like their new thing? I wonder. If every, I mean, I was going to say every Hashira we see from here on out, shit, the only Hashiras left are stronger ones than the ones on screen, at least in my opinion. I think the Stone Boy and the Snake are stronger than the two of them. I'm not sure what to make of Genya's brother, kind of where he is on that either. But I wonder if like that's going to be their thing. And then the follow-up question is like, what is that? Because they don't even seem to be aware of what that is. Mitsuri hasn't like trained with that mark. And like he knows that like, okay, if I get pushed to a limit, I then have to bring this out. Like this is all I have left. Emotion situation, it just like came to. So I'm not going to say like, oh, this is how like they train for this. Like this is their trump card. It seems to just be happening. Which seems to be giving them, without these marks, they don't get past these upper moons. So why are these marks all of a sudden showing up and not showing up for others? Because you could have easily given one of those to Tengen or to Rengoku. Now maybe the author didn't have that in mind, but the marks were already on Tanjiro. So I don't know, that's the whole mark thing and what it symbolizes and what it means, I have no idea. It seems to give the user in that moment kind of like what Genya was talking about when he consumes demons. It's giving them increased stats. Like take all their sliders, go into a video game, all their sliders are sitting on like a 5 or 6, or some of them might be a little bit other. Take all their sliders, slide it all the way to 10. Just dial them the hell out. Literally put them on Super Saiyan mode. But is there any drawback to that? I mean, we saw the Upper Moon talking about, well, like most humans, no matter how strong they are, they will tire, they will break down, which is true, they will. But we haven't seen any risk with the marks because Tanjiro's been busting that shit out for a while, and we haven't seen any drawbacks from that. So I'm assuming it's all gas, no breaks, no negative side effects. It's just all benefit, no negative, which is nice. But how do you tap into it? What is it? What are that's a whole nother like 30-minute discussion of what those marks are and what they're able to do. And I'm assuming these aren't going to be the last time we've seen them. I'm curious if they're going to... I think a good way that could be used to explain them is we see it on another Hashira, which the more you see it, it kind of loses its juice, you know? Because like in the beginning, when someone's got a power-up, or Goku's going Super Saiyan, XYZ, it's unique. The reason he's able to do the things he do is like because it's unique to him. He's able to do this. Piccolo wasn't going Super Saiyan. Krillin wasn't going Super Saiyan. Like, that's what made it so shocking. So when Muchiro busted it out, I was like, oh, I was like, whoa. He's the only second user in the world we've ever seen with those marks. And the girl gets it. It's like, oh, okay, well, she's the third. And if we see the 3 other Hashiras, it's like, oh, okay, there's a whole village of them have these abilities. So it kind of loses its, like, shock factor, but I think a good way of explaining it could be to give it to another Hashira, let them get the mark again, but this time this Hashira is fully able to explain what it is, what it does, where it comes from, the lineage of it, the boom, 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 the XYZ. That could be played off pretty well. Instead of just like giving these marks out, which they're doing, and they still might do, but give it to one of them, and they're fully aware of what it is. They know how to pull it out, what it grants them, XYZ. I think that could be pretty cool. Besides that, though, I kind of wanted to see her... I don't know, I felt like her... And I get what they're going for, you know. It's like, girls, you can eat, you can be strong, you don't have to be XYZ. It's not always about, like, pleasing a man and getting married, and, like, you can be what you want to be. But I was hoping to see, I wanted to see more of how did you get into this funnel of becoming a Demon Slayer and becoming a Hashira? You don't even have to show me the parts of her becoming a Hashira, but because once she gets in, you know, she proved that she was strong enough to be. How did she get into the Demon Slayer thing? We didn't get any backstory about her family being of a special lineage, or her family wasn't grossly killed by demons and they sought her out or she sought them out, XYZ type stuff. So how the hell did this happen? How did she get to this point? I kind of wanted to see her go a little bit more, because I feel like they did a real good job with Mitsuri, of like, this is your recovery moment, like you're getting it now. Maybe her backstory isn't as depressing as his, so she didn't really have to dig in there like that. I don't know, I wanted to see her just prosper and just like kind of do the whole thing. And even though like the kids are like, we've got two pseudo demons over here, and one of the flame breathing mark users, pretty strong ass trio, right? But at the end of the day, they're still not ready yet, you know, to do it. And then she comes in without their help and just has to do whatever she has to do. Didn't really get that. So there were some great things in this episode. There are some other like head scratching things this episode as well. And I feel like I asked that question at the beginning. I feel like this episode is the perfect culmination of like what I felt like this season has been. There's been highs, there's been lows, and there's been a shit mix in between. And I feel like it just makes for a head scratching season is kind of where I'm at with that. But we'll go ahead and leave it there. Coming up on 40 minutes. If you're half of y'all don't even stay this long anyway. But yeah, appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.